you know, good paying remote jobs aren't just for young people. So if you're thinking about retiring, but you want to travel, this video might give you some great ideas. And these are typically not jobs that people think about in retirement, but these are good paying jobs. Many of them do not require much experience at all. I'm going to go through the list. The best ones are going to be, the best paying jobs are going to be towards the end. And I'm also going to share a website where you can find job openings for these type of jobs. So let's jump in. The first one you've heard me talk about before is teaching English online. And just a reminder, you don't have to speak the native language of the country where your students are from. Typically, you're teaching English to younger people, typically kids, and frankly, mom and dad don't want you speaking the native language. So if you're teaching English to kids, let's say from Japan, you don't have to speak Japanese. In fact, they don't want you speaking Japanese. And there's a lot, this is a job that's very easy for people to get. It typically pays $15 to $30 an hour, and one website to consider to find these openings is vipkids.com. This isn't a sponsored video. It's just to kind of help you as you think through what you want to do in retirement and maybe some ways to supplement your income and to make some additional money while still giving you the flexibility, both time flexibility as well as geographical flexibility. Okay, the next one's going to sound, you know, a lot of people in their 60s are going to, or 50s and 60s are going to say, you know, this is more of a young person's job, and that's a social media content manager. But really, you know, as somebody that runs a YouTube channel, the content management job is really just a project management job. There's a lot of different pieces that go into doing videos like this, getting them posted. Many people, even younger people, that do YouTube videos, they also do Twitter, they also put their videos on Instagram or Facebook, and it can get fairly complicated fairly quickly, but not so complicated that average people just can't figure it out. So if you're good at project management skills, if you're good at following up, if you're good at keeping track of things, consider looking for social media content management. And again, at the end, I'm going to share a website where you can find jobs like this. But typically, you know, you're going to be working with people that run a YouTube channel, people that are growing their channel and they've had some success, and now they need help with all the various tasks that are taking place. So typically, for instance, in YouTube, the very first thing that somebody would do typically is hire an editor just to get the videos out, to handle the creative side of things. And then after that, they really need somebody that's a jack of all trades, for lack of a better term, that can help with all of the other moving parts. So that can be a really good job. Typically, creators are paying $1,000 to $2,000 per month per creator. But you could be the nice thing about this is you can work with one creator, or you could probably work with a half a dozen, maybe up to 10 creators, depending on how ambitious that you are and how many hours that you want to put into the job. Okay, the next one is an online copywriter. So copywriting is just the verbiage, the written materials, the websites, anything that helps sell products or services for small to medium businesses. And again, a lot of people think, well, this is a job for somebody that's, 25 to 40. It's a younger person's job. But I disagree with that, because a lot of the small businesses are run by people in their late 40s, their 50s and 60s. And we want to work with people that get us, that know what it's like to have had fairly significant responsibilities earlier in their career, and now they're still interested in being in the game, but maybe not playing at the same level. So doing copywriting is something that should definitely be on your radar screen. And you don't have to be the next Ernest Hemingway. There's a lot of great courses on this. The courses don't have to cost a fortune. I'm a big fan of a website called udemy.com. Again, this is not sponsored, but most of the courses on Udemy are under $30. There's some great books that you can buy for $10 or $20 on this subject. And if you're a decent writer and you understand kind of, you know, we've been around the block for a while, so we understand the art of influence, and we've been on the other side as a customer. So I think many of you would be excellent copywriters. It's definitely worth exploring. And copywriters, you know, can make well over $1,000 a week. A good copywriter can make a couple $1,000s a week. So again, that's something that I would encourage you into looking into. Okay, we're going to continue going. The next one is something that's likely not on many people's radar screen over 50, but I think it should be. But before we go there, I have a favor to ask. If you're enjoying this video, please consider giving it a like. It really does help the YouTube algorithm find other people that videos like this can help. And as the kids say, thumbs for likes and subs for love, and leave me a comment for Azul, because I really do love hearing from you guys. Okay, the next job that I said a lot of people haven't heard of, and that's because it's a brand new field, really, like in the last 12 months, it's come into its own. And really, you know, in the last 100 days, and that is an AI prompt engineer. And you know, the word engineer scares people off, but essentially what you're doing is you're writing questions to help find the right type of answer from artificial intelligence. So it's not an engineer. You don't need to know how to code. You just need to be persistent, recognize patterns, be organized. So when you find a prompt that gets a good response, you capture that so you can use it in the future. And a lot of small businesses are trying to climb that AI curve. They don't have anybody on the team that can do that. They know they need to be looking into it. It's going to make their business more efficient. And so it's a brand new field, so you don't need to have a ton of experience in order to be competitive in it. So I really think it's something that you should be thinking about. Okay, the next one is a customer success representative or a customer success manager. And customer success is, you know, when we buy stuff online, maybe we have a problem with it, and they encourage you to call as opposed to just shipping it back to Amazon. It's really helping customers of online businesses, for the most part, be successful in the product or service that a company is offering. And it can be incredibly valuable work for a company, because it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of money to bring in a new customer. And when you finally bring in that new customer, you want that person to succeed, you want that person to have a good experience. So, you know, if you've got good empathy, if you're good with people, if you're a good communicator, that's a great start. And it turns out that there's a shortage of people to manage customer service reps. So if you've got that background in management, that's something else that can be on your radar screen. Okay, now on to a website where you can find a lot of these remote, outside of the box type jobs that I think pay a lot better than the types of jobs that retirees or soon to be retirees typically think about. Again, before I get there though, if you haven't given me a like yet, please do. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, and so the website is flexjobs.com, flexjobs.com, F-L-E-X. This is not a sponsored video. I just want to get you started on your journey of exploring these types of jobs. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to enjoy this video over here that talks about the average income for retirees, and this video down here that talks about 5 reasons to retire as soon as you can. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.